Everybody, it's Greg Farrar with the Catholic Worship Conference. This week I wanted to get together and talk about something that's very important not only to us as music ministers and music directors, but also something that's very important to the Lord, and that is the aspect of rest. The Church just celebrated the first Sunday of Lent, Cycle B, in 2021. So that means we are already rapidly heading towards the great celebration of Easter. Many of you are preparing your Easter liturgies, your Holy Week. You're getting all the songs in place, you're looking at new psalmody, you're scheduling musicians, you're taking care of all the details for maybe the additional overflow masses that you may be having, and dealing with new technology and live streaming and all these new aspects that have taken place over the last year in the church. But one of the things I wanted to encourage you to do, music directors, music ministers, liturgists, worship team members, and choir members, is to take a look at the aspect of rest. The next several weeks are going to be extremely busy for us as we go through all those important details. One of the details I want to encourage you to schedule and take care of is the ability to recover and celebrate after Easter. And that's going to look a little bit different for everybody. Not everyone can take a couple of days off after Easter Sunday. Many of us do this in some capacity part-time, so we may be working a 40-hour week or some kind of part-time job during the week, and we're doing music ministry because we love it, and we're taking care of masses on the weekends. So you may not be able to get away, you may not be able to board a plane, especially under current conditions, and go somewhere wonderful and warm and tropical, but I do want to encourage you to rest. One of my mentors years ago was giving a retreat, and she said, I want you to be aware that to keep the Lord's Day holy is a commandment. It's a commandment. It's on the same list as thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet. Keep the Lord's Day holy. So how do we look at that from a ministry perspective? Because many of us are doing many other things or roles or tasks during the week. And on Sundays, we're busy leading teams and preparing music for our congregations. So how do we rest? We have to find some time to rest, to be with the Lord, to not have the obligation of tasks or chores or work. And as much as we all love doing music ministry, there is still a work aspect to it. So, my brothers and sisters, as we approach this Easter season, I want you to schedule some time for yourself as we come up and roll into Holy Week, to have something to look forward to spend time with the Lord, recovering from the busyness of Holy Week and all that took place during Lent with things like parish missions. And I want you to have some time set aside to do this. And it could be a situation where you may not be able to get away for an entire day. I found a great blessing in being able to go attend Mass every so often in the mornings at a neighboring parish where a friend of mine is the pastor. And I can usually find a half day to kind of bookmark on my calendar and start the morning maybe with a cup of coffee and some prayer, and I see my son's off to school and my wife off to work, and then I'm able to go participate in a daily Mass and then just breathe in the scriptures and just breathe in the sacraments without worrying about having to cue music. And it's wonderful to sit there and to receive. And I think that's so very important. And in my case, oftentimes it's a half day. It may be just from the morning time when I wake up until noon. Maybe you're fortunate enough that you can get away for an entire day. Go spend time with your kids or your loved ones. Take advantage of some time, maybe make a daily Mass somewhere. Spend some time in a Bible study or reading God's Word, and maybe just have some extended prayer time with a cup of coffee. These are all wonderful ideas, but they're essential. They're so essential that God wrote them into the Ten Commandments. And the commandments we always talk about in Faith Formation, they're not God's hard and fast rules because He wants to give us rules, but He's the one that created our hearts, and He knows what our hearts need. He knows things like murder and stealing are bad for our hearts. He also knows that overworking is very bad for our hearts. So my brothers and sisters, as we come up into these next couple weeks, please take a couple of minutes, look at your calendar, find some time, maybe on Easter Monday or Easter Tuesday. It could be maybe even that Thursday afternoon, sometime during the octave of Easter. And wouldn't it be lovely just to schedule some time for you to go be you and spend some time with you and the Lord. Until next time, keep leading your congregations, connecting, and praising God. God bless you.